Hey guys! I hope you enjoyed that rendition of A Poor Wayfaring Man of Grief. So this hymn was written by a man named James Montgomery. He was Scottish, and he was born to Moravian missionary parents who died out in the mission field when he was really young. So he had a really tumultuous upbringing, just like a lot of the hymn writers, but he had a really true and firm devotion to the gospel of Jesus Christ, which really came out in the hymns that he wrote. He actually wrote over 400, which is a lot. So this is just one of 400 that he wrote, and this one was inspired by the English countryside. He was riding in a horse-drawn carriage in December of 1826, and he was looking at the beautiful countryside, and the words of this hymn came to his mind. So the words were inspired by Matthew chapter 25, starting in verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungred, and ye gave me meat. There's a very noisy squirrel running by. I was hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, or athirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. So this also reminds me of Mosiah chapter 2 verse 17 in the Book of Mormon, where King Benjamin is teaching his people, and he says, Behold, I tell you these things that ye may learn wisdom, that ye may learn that when ye are in the service of your fellow beings, you're only in the service of your God. And what really stood out to me as we were singing this beautiful hymn, which is so inspired, it made me realize that Jesus wants us to treat other people this way, just as we would want to be treated if we were in the same situation. And at the same time, Jesus is the friend who ministers to us as the stranger. If you think about the words, he's the one who takes us in. He is the bread of life who feeds us. He gives us living waters to drink, so our thirsty souls are satisfied. He's the one who takes us in and shelters us from the storm, and who binds up and cleans our wounds when, physically and spiritually when we're wounded. He's our healer. And most of all, he's the one who took our punishment. He's the one who voluntarily died for us, like that the second to last verse and the last verse talk about. He is the one who cried, I will, to take our punishment and die for us. And what a joy and a blessing it is that we get to have the privilege of following the example of our Jesus. God bless you all.